Hey, welcome to your yoga practice for spinal health for back care. We're going to focus on a class today that helps with sciatica and SI joint pain. So we're not going to be coming in to seated. I'm just sitting right now to tell you what we're going to need. So you're going to need something to roll your feet out with. I'm using a spiky ball. You can use any kind of ball, even a tennis ball or a dog toy works, or a dowel. You're gonna need a strap. Use a belt if you don't have a strap. It's a slow-mo ball. If you don't have a slow-mo ball, a pillow will work, or even a blanket, something that's soft. We want to have something soft on the sacrum. A block. And I'm using a chip foam block. So this is only if you have like neck pain or if you have one. If not, a pillow can work too. Okay, we're going to start on our backs. So make your way onto your back. You're going to need your block close beside you, your strap, your slow-mo ball, and that's it, those three. So softening your shoulders, we're going to gently bring the knees in. Give yourself a little hug. And if you're experiencing any pain right now, whether it's chronic or acute, just make sure you're not pushing past it. So sometimes movement can create a little bit of pain. You just don't want it to increase the pain or cause sharp shooting pain in your body. But movement can be very helpful, especially yoga. So this little rocking, and then we're going to take the hands onto the knees, starting in center, and you're slowly going to bring the legs out and back through center. So you make these little circles. Softening your shoulders, slow, steady breath. And let's make a few in the other direction. So right here, we're going to slowly bring it out and back through center. So it's best to do any kind of forward folding on your back, because sitting can sometimes create the most pain, driving or sitting, and even standing. Okay, we're going to bring the legs down. Let's pause here. Take a moment, check in. We're going to start with some rhythmic rocking. So start to just gently rock back and forth. Let your hips and your pelvis rock. And then pause, and then we're going to start to rock all the way up and down. Okay? So you want this movement to start from your feet. Tucking the chin, long spine, and then let this rocking motion move through your whole body. Trying to find your own rhythm. And we're going to jiggle it out from side to side. You're going to take your right leg into your body for wind relieving pose. You can extend your other leg, soften your shoulders. Give that leg a little bit of a hug, a little squeeze. And gently bring it out to the side, supporting that leg. And back through center and twist. So just notice, you might not want to have a very deep twist, so just a gentle twist. Right, deep. We're going to avoid deep twisting today. Come back through center, and let's do the other side. So the left leg's going to come into the body. You can extend your right leg, soften your shoulders. Give yourself a little bit of a hug, a little rock. And then with support, bring that leg out to the side for a bit of a groin stretch. Slowly come back through center. And again, we're just doing that gentle twist. So you're slowly bringing it across your body. You're not bringing it too far over. Coming back through center. We're going to bend our legs to move through. We're going to use our strap first before we come into some bridge. So you're going to take your right leg up and gently place your strap on the bottom of your foot. So you want to keep the knee bent. So we're not going to have the leg straight. Oh, there's River. He wants to come say hi. Kitty. We're going to start with some gentle circles. So nice and slow. And you're going to hold the strap with both hands. I'm just gonna give my cat a little love. And then let's move that in the other direction. And then you're going to pause. So you're still keeping that bend in the knee. We're not straightening the leg. You can walk your hands up your strap just until you feel a little sensation into the back of the leg. But again, you don't want to feel any pain. You can always bend it more. You're going to take your block now, place it under your head. And bend the leg at 90 degrees, coming into beaming heel. So the arms are on the ground, nice and slow. You're going to press that leg away and then bring it back towards you. He's licking my legs. You're holding your strap. You want to create a little bit of tension, but not too much. And you can see that I'm not hyperextending my knee as well. So there's still a little bend there. And I'm using my deep core muscles. Okay, then I'm going to bring my leg up. I'm going to place my other foot into my strap, soften. So instead of coming into a standing wide-legged forward fold, we're doing it on our backs. And again, keeping that little bend into the knees. Soften your shoulders. Come all the way back through center. We're going to do the other side and come off the head support. So first, we'll make some circles on the left side. Nice and slow, arms on the ground. Switch direction. And then pause and center. You're going to walk your hands up your strap, keeping that little bend into your knee. And then we're going to come into beaming heel. Take a block underneath your head. You're going to bend your leg at 90 degrees. Arms are on the ground. Slowly press that leg out as if there was a wall in front of it, and then bring it back to center. Gently moving with your breath. Using your core. Last one. The next time you press it out, we're going to bring that leg all the way up. Other foot's going to come in. We're coming into that wide-legged forward fold. So soften your shoulders, keeping the bend in the knees. Slowly bring the legs back through center. We're lowering them down. You're going to remove your prop. Hands are beside you. We're going to come into some bridge with movement. So first, really rooting your feet down. And as you press your feet into the earth, you should feel this lift in your pelvis. So pressing the feet down, the pelvis gently lifts. Just notice how that feels. You don't need to come really deep. And then we're going to lower down. So you can either focus on just the lower body, or you can invite the arms in, which I'm going to demonstrate. So rooting your feet down, exhale, lift the hips up, reaching your arms overhead. And then slowly lowering back down on your inhale. Exhale to root and press. You want to keep looking forward, inhaling to lower down. Nice and slow. Exhale, root and press. And then come all the way down. Okay, now we're going to grab our slow-mo ball. If you don't have one, a pillow. lift your hips up, place that under your sacrum. Soften your hips onto it. Let's place our hands onto our belly. We're going to take a nice breath into the lower belly, softening your shoulders. And then breathing into your low belly. A moment to pause. And then start to move the hips from side to side. So nice and gentle. One side and the other. Like there's this sliding and gliding on your pelvis. So the right hip's moving in the direction of the right shoulder and the left hip in the direction of the left shoulder. But I'm not lifting my hips off. They're still nice and rooted. So just this gentle movement. And then start to make some circles. Again, nice and slow. And then we'll make circles in the opposite direction. And then pause and center. Hands are going to be onto your hips. We're going to do some pelvic tilts. Inhale, you're going to tilt your hips towards your feet. And as you exhale, tilt your hips towards your shoulders. So inhale towards your feet, exhaling towards your shoulders. I like to keep my hands on my hips just to feel that connection in my body. And allow your eyes to close for moments of movement. So you can really bring your awareness into your body just for moments. And then slowly, you're going to bring the legs up, keeping the knees still bent. So you have an option. You can focus on just your legs. If you feel balanced enough, you're going to bring your arms up as well. So rooting through the back of the head, back of the shoulder blades. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Gently moving the joints. To make a few little circles. A little shake out. And then inhale, arms and legs are going to come out. Exhale, drawing back through center. So move with your breath. Slowly inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's invite our pelvic floor breath. This is an Apana breath. So we'll do about 3 or 4 more with our Apana breath. On your exhale, you're going to lift and gather. Inhale to soften and open. Exhale to gather and lift your pelvic floor. Inhale to soften and open. Exhale, gather and lift. Let's do one more. And the next time you come through center, we're going to gently bend the legs in, lowering one foot at a time. And then if it feels okay, you're going to extend your legs, gently reaching your arms overhead, soften into your shoulders. Nice full breath into the front of your pelvis, front of your hips. Gently bending your legs. You're going to root down and lift your hips up. Remove your slow-mo ball, lower your hips back down. Take a moment to pause. Notice how your back is feeling. Your sacrum. We're going to grab our block. Blocks coming right in between the legs. And lift your legs up at 90 degrees. Take your strap. So you have a few options. You can either tie your strap or you can buckle your strap. You want it mid-thigh and your blocks in between. Okay, so first I'm going to squeeze in. Okay, so on your exhale, we're engaging on the exhale. Exhale, squeeze. You can also squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale to release. exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. We're gonna do one more, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. This time we're gonna squeeze and lift. Exhale, squeeze, lift, lower as you release and release. Okay, so this time we're gonna lower after we release. Exhale, squeeze. It's just a little lift, lower down, release. Squeeze, lift. We're still squeezing, lower down, release. Okay, now we're gonna press out into our strap. So exhale to press out. Inhale to release. We got two more of those. Exhale, press out. Inhale, release. Another one. Exhale, press out. Inhale, release. Okay, now we're going to press out and lift. So on your exhale, you're pressing out into your strap, lifting your hips. We're still pressing out and lowering down, release. Press out. I inhale as I release. Exhale out. You just want to do about 3 or 4 of these. They feel really good. You can do up to 6. Okay, let's release that. So I'm going to lift my legs up. I'm going to do one more movement. Okay, some isometric contractions. So feet are up towards the ceiling. Hands are on your thighs, engaging your core. So on your exhale, your thighs are going to press into your hands. Your hands are going to press into your thighs. Exhale to press. You can also engage your pelvic floor. Inhale to release. We got 2 more. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. 1 more. Exhale, press. Inhale, release. If that feels too intense for you, you could always press your feet into a wall. So imagine like there's a wall where my feet are, and I'm also pressing my feet into the wall. Okay, let's release that. Okay, give your hips a little bit of a jiggle again. Okay. We're going to do one more movement on our backs, and then we're going to make our way to tabletop. So let's lift the hips up. We're going to place our block underneath our sacrum. I'm extending my right leg out. And then from here, I'm going to do some movement with my foot, back and forth. And then I'm going to slowly lift that leg up. So my other leg's bent and rooted, and I'm going to lift it up, slightly out to the side, back, and lower. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Up, out, back, lower. Okay, it's not very large movement. My core is very engaged. Okay, now I'm going to slide that leg back. Take a moment to pause. And extend my other leg. First, I'm doing that movement from side to side. You should feel it into your pelvis. And then I'm going to do the strengthening. So I'm going to lift my leg up, not very far, just out a little bit, back through center and lower. Just want to lift it about the height of the block. Last one. Okay, now I'm going to extend both my legs, reach your arms overhead, soften. Let's take a breath here. Breathe it up. Bending one leg and the other. You're going to root down. So we press our feet into the earth, pelvis lifts up. We're going to remove that block. Lower down. Give your hips a little bit of a wiggle again. You're going to bring the knees in, a little rock. I'm going to roll to my side, press myself up, and then come right into tabletop. So let's root our hands down, and we're going to move through some cat-cow. So as you inhale, draw your body forward, and as you exhale, you're going to curl your spine under, arching through your spine, letting your head hang. Inhaling to come forward, head looks forward, pressing your sit bones back. Exhale to curl your tailbone, arching through your spine. Nice and slow. You might even want to close your eyes for a few of these. Okay, next we're going to bring the legs out. Press all the way back into child's pose. So soften your body towards the earth, soften into your shoulders. Let everything melt. Walk your hands to one side of your mat for a side stretch, breathing into your ribs and intercostals, into your side body. Coming back through center to the other side. And gently come back through center. We're going to press ourselves up in a tabletop. We're curling our toes under for downward facing dog. Exhale, press back, soften your shoulders. And then start to pedal it out. So again, you want to keep a little bend into the knees. And if it creates too much pain, come back into child's pose. Make sure you're listening to your body. We're going to inhale here, forward into plank. So take your time. Inhale, come forward into plank. Lowering onto your knees first. Elbows close beside your body. Lower all the way down. We're going to come into some baby cobra. So root through the tops of your feet. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower down. So you're pressing the tops of your feet in. There's a little lift into the knees. Rise up. Lower down. We got one more of those. Rise up. Lower down. Okay, this time we're going to reach our hands towards our feet. So inhale, you're going to reach, lifting your upper and lower body. Option to clasp your hands if you want. Again, slow, steady breath. We're going to lower all the way down. Bring one hand on top of the other. Your chin can come onto your hands. Give your pelvis a little rock. Feet can come up. Let them rock side to side. We're going to lower those feet down. Hands are going to come beside you. Inhale, press your body up into tabletop. Exhale, come back into child's pose. Pause here. Let everything settle. We're going to slowly make our way up into standing. So come back up into tabletop. Curl your toes under. Press back. Downward facing dog. Soften your shoulders. Nice long spine. And then slowly start to walk your hands and your feet together. You're keeping your knees very bent. So we're coming into forward fold. I'm using a block. So I'm a little bit higher. My knees are very bent. Soften into your shoulders. You can even bring your arms onto your thighs instead. And give a little movement into your head and neck. So this was that forward fold I said we would explore with the knees bent. So we're going to root down nice and slow. You're going to rise all the way up. And then exhale. Hands are coming to your heart. We're going to roll our feet out. So let's just move that to the side. So grab whatever it is you're rolling your feet out with. We're going to roll from the toes all the way to the heel. I'm just giving some softness into the feet, into the nerve endings. Gently press onto the toes. And then when you've finished one foot, take a moment to pause in Tadasana. Feeling that foot connected into the earth. Notice if you feel a difference from the other side. And then let's start to roll that other side. Gently rolling from the toes all the way to the heel. A little ringing in the center too. You get the toes. Okay, we're going to gently come off of that. Let's move that to the side. Moment to notice how that feels in your body. Okay, we're going to bring the legs into a wide stance. We're going to turn our front foot forward, coming into warrior two. So I'm bending that leg, reaching the arms out, pause here. Really rooting, we're pressing into the earth. And then from here, I'm going to straighten that leg and come into Trikonasana triangle. So I'm going to hinge my body forward. I'm going to exhale, my hand's going to come either to the inside of that front leg, or I'm going to use a block or even two blocks. So if you need more height, use two blocks. Soften your shoulders, gently angling your tailbone towards your back heel. Come out, we're going to bend that front leg, root through your front foot, press your body up. You're going to bring that block with you for peaceful warrior, so a little back bend. Inhale, come forward into warrior two. We're going to come into half moon. So I'm just going to step back slightly. This is not part of your practice, you don't have to do it, but it can feel really good for the body and really strengthening. And it's a really nice balancing pose for our SI joint and our pelvis. So we're bringing that block forward. If you have furniture beside you, you can use that. Arm comes out, press your toes towards you. So you're pressing through your heels. And to come out, I'm going to bend that leg, bend my other leg. So that bent movement, root down, inhale, rise up. And exhale. Okay, let's do that on the other side. I'm going to bring my block over to the other side. Come into a wide stance. Turn your other foot for warrior two. Bring your arms out. Pause here. Nice, slow, steady breath. I'm going to straighten that front leg for triangle, Trikonasana. You can find your block if you're using that, or bring your hand to the inside of that leg, reaching your arm up. Soften here, gently angling your tailbone towards your back. Heel. Slow, steady breath. Keep checking in with your breath. To come out, bend that front leg. Block comes with you. Inhale to come up. Peaceful warrior. All the way back into warrior two. We're going to step onto that front leg. Coming into half moon. Press through your foot, your heel, drawing the toes towards you. And then to come out of this, nice and slow, bending all the way down. See how I'm nice and bent? I'm rooting down. I'm going to inhale, rise up, and then The last little movement we're going to do here in standing, we're going to bring the feet out and exhale, come all the way down into Malasana. So I'm going to demonstrate this from the side too. So you might want to have your arms on your thighs and bring your hips back and just stay up nice and high. So my head is above my heart. If you're coming lower, just make sure the spine is rounded. Long spine. Lengthen up. Slow, steady breath. Soften into the forehead and jaw. Come out, we're going to bring the hands down. Keep the knees bent. Rest yourself back into downward facing dog. And pedal it out. Nice and slow. We're going to lower to our knees all the way to child's pose, bringing our energy down. Soften your shoulders. Slow, steady breath here. On your next inhale, coming all the way onto our backs. We're going to use a ball. We're going to roll out our glutes. So coming onto your back, we're going to come into thread the needle. So right leg comes over top of left. You're going to thread through to grab either your hamstring or your shin. Again, soften your shoulders, a little tuck of your chin. Slow, steady breath. Keep that right leg up. We're going to lower the left foot down. You're going to grab your spiky ball, lift up, place that underneath your right hip and glute area. So you have an option. You might want a little chip foam block or a ball on the other side. Often I like to have something on the other side for a little more balance and support. And I would say definitely if you're having any SI joint pain or sciatic, it's better to have some support on both sides while you're releasing. So I got that little chip foam block on the other side. Just kind of rolling around. When you push your foot into the ground, you can get into different spots that may lift you up a little bit more. That's great. But when I'm down, my pelvis is just not so off level. It's more even. And then again, to the side a little bit more. You can bring the ball to the side. Open that knee out to the side. If you find any sticky bits, you can pause there. And then we're going to release that. So lower that leg down. You're going to lift your hips up, remove everything, lower down, pause. Take a moment to pause and receive. And gently come to the other side. Left leg comes up and thread through. If you already feel the stretch here, you're staying here. You can just focus on drawing your toes up. Gently softening into your jaw, your tongue, your belly. You're going to slowly release that, grab your spiky ball. And even if you just have a tennis ball or a soft lacrosse ball or something like that, it can work. So you lift up, or even a soft ball. Placing my slow-mo ball on the other side. So I demoed the chip foam block, now a slow-mo ball. It's gently rolling around. Bring a little love and release into that left side of my glute and hip. And then you may want to bring it a little bit more to the side, like I demoed on the other side, opening the knee towards the ground. So you can see I'm mostly off the ball now. And then to release, coming all the way back, we're going to release, placing that to the side. Take a moment to pause, to notice. We're going to come into Shavasana. So I'm going to suggest that you bring your legs on a chair or under a bolster. Okay. So I'll demo with a chair today. I brought one right close to the side. So your legs are on a chair. And then we're going to bring our hands, one on the belly, one on the heart. If you want a little support for your head, you can always place a pillow or chip foam block under your head. Closing your eyes, bringing your awareness into your body, interoceptively. Start to feel your breath into your hands. Feeling into your heart, your lungs, and your belly. Start to connect into the rhythm and pace and quality of your breath. Allowing your breath to be slow and easeful. And focusing a little more on your exhale breath. On your releasing and letting go part of your breath. And with every exhale, allowing your body to sink and settle deeper into the earth. And deeper into stillness. Maybe taking a moment to check in and notice, how is your body feeling after practice? Your mind, your thoughts. And then gently softening all the parts of your body. Forehead. Eyes. Cheeks. Nose. Lips. Jaw. Softening the back of your head, your neck, down your shoulders, down your arms, all the way to your fingertips. Allow everything to become heavy. Softening down your spine, upper spine, mid spine, low spine. Around your heart and chest, lungs, the belly, right side body, left side body. Pelvis, let your pelvis become heavy. Sacrum. Down your legs, all the way to your feet. Allowing everything to soften and settle. Connecting into the gentle rhythm of your breath. You can stay here for as long as you like. Just listening to what your body needs. If you're ready to get up, you're going to slowly start to move your fingers so you're still reclined. rubbing the hands together, creating warmth, prana, energy. And then placing your hands anywhere on your body that is speaking to you. Maybe one over your heart, maybe one over your belly. And then take a moment to seal your practice off. A breath, a word, a phrase, a sankalpa, a mantra. And then ending with a simple thank you. Thank you, body. I love you. And gently pressing yourself up into seated. And we'll end our practice together. And press to the side and then up. Hands can either come onto your knees or into Anjali Mudra at your heart space. And gently bowing head to heart. Connecting qualities of the mind, the qualities of your hearts. Love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and acceptance. Knowing that we are whole and complete exactly as we are. Honoring the love, light, and beauty that resides within each one of us. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a beautiful day.